Hello, Black Sugars. It is your girl, Whitley, and I'm so excited today because I get to interview my mentee, my stylist, my creative director. I mean, there's nothing that this woman has not done, and she has really shown herself to be a woman of grace, of class, and of excellence. So please tune in for this episode of Black Sugar Queen, where I talk to Miss Yvonne. Well, I should say styled by Yvonne, because you know, when you get styled by Yvonne, you don't go back. What's up, my love?
Hey, girl.
You look so good.
So do you.
Who styles Yvonne? If you're styled by Yvonne, then who styles you?
Yvonne.
Oh, you better let us know.
Who else?
Okay. Well, everyone, I'm styled by Yvonne right now, and I feel so good. I realized that if it wasn't for even the power of having a mentee, someone like you that's connected to me, I would not be where I'm at today. And I'm not even anywhere near where I want to be. You know where I want to be, okay?
I know.
Oprah, watch out. Why did you feel like you needed a mentor? What was that thing in you?
At the time, I was watching a lot of podcasts and listening to a lot of self-help, podcasts and stuff. And everybody was saying I should get a mentor. And I think around the time I was listening to those podcasts, you had an event and I saw you there. You were pitching the Dream Out Loud. And when I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love her. I need to be in her space. I want to be around her. And so, yeah, I think your energy when I saw you, it was just really beautiful. And I felt like I needed you in my life.
I remember when you came to me and you were like, hey, I want to style you. I will do whatever it takes. I just feel like, you should be my mentor. And right. That really touched me. And I remember I've never had that experience before. Most people have just wanted to connect to get something. I've never had anyone wanted to connect to give something, to get something in return. Does that make sense?
Yes.
When you wanted to take me out, and I remember that dinner, do you remember?
Yes, girl, I was so broke. I didn't even know what I was offering because I couldn't even afford that.
You were talking about the process of stepping out and pursuing your dreams. And you were like, hey, it's hard. I know your parents are super loving and supportive, but there was just a disconnect for you with trying to portray the vision to everyone around you. What was the struggle at that time for you?
I think at the time I was just very confused. I don't know if I wanted to go to school, if I wanted to be a stylist. I think I was in school at the time. And obviously I did not want to be there. And so I was just very confused and I needed some direction. And when I met you, it seemed like you had it all together. And I'm like, she is the one, okay?
The truth is that you going into styling and wanting to style celebrities, that's difficult. When did you know you wanted to be this celebrity stylist that you are now? And what happened, or what's the process of you getting to where you're at now? What does that look like for you?
I would say that I really wanted to be a stylist. I don't know if I wanted to be a celebrity stylist, but of course, everybody wants to work with celebrities. But I started off working with influencers. So most of my work looks like I style celebrities and influencers, but that was the way of me pushing myself out there. I was collaborating with them, collaborating with photographers, makeup artists, just really trying to build my portfolio. Yeah, I think it was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of me, driving for free, driving to LA. I live in Rancho.
So for free.
Driving for free, working for free. Okay, everything I did was for free in that moment. And I think now, looking back, it definitely has paid off. But in that moment, I'm stressed about school, my parents, I'm not making any money. I feel like I'm lost. So it was a lot, but I think that's what, made me grow as a stylist.
I think during the process, you inspired me again. Even though I was struggling and I knew I had no money myself, so I couldn't even pay for lunch. Let's say your card didn't work, we would have just been sitting there washing dishes, okay? I couldn't even afford anything because I was literally, this was my last, it was my last attempt. And I think God knew that. I think that God knew that. And so I remember struggling so badly to believe in myself. And when I looked at you, I was like, if she can believe, and she's only been believing for a year, you can just keep going. And I remember thinking she is so inspired by you, Whitley. Keep going. So I did. And I remember when I had no money, and you were like, here's a bag of clothes for $50. And I was like, Yvonne, just believe in me. just believe in me. And I would go and show up places and like try to get, you know, business. And I wanted to start my production company at the time. So I was doing all of those things. And you were like just by my side. And you didn't have to sacrifice. And I think that's the power I wanted to talk about today with you of mentorship. Is not just, a lot of times I think mentors position themselves as if they're perfect and they set up these unrealistic standards, right? But I think our transparency in our relationship and building and being honest has helped us to, you know.
Be at Kanye's house.
Okay, Kanye, where you at, bro? What do you feel like this has done for you, like our connection and us really building together?
It has been like, it's been such a blessing. Like honestly, every day, like when I wake up, I'm like, I'm grateful to work for you, okay? Like I'm grateful to be around you because like you, like that $50 you were giving me, that was what I needed for the whole week. As you know, as crazy as that sounds, it was, you know, it was getting me through. You really believed in me too, and you still believe in me, right? You're always pushing me, you're, you know, always elevating me to new positions, and you know, like I'm growing. So I really, 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 really appreciate it. And you know, I love you so much.
The power of Black women coming together, right? Because even though I didn't have myself a mentor, I knew that I wanted to change the way that things are done in the industry. A lot of times I noticed people would say, well, in order to make it, you got to just do your own thing and don't worry about anybody else. But I was like, I loved the drive in you. You would tell me, like, there was nothing I could tell you to do that you weren't already doing. You're like, I've emailed, I've sent, you know, messages on, you were sending DMs, emails, you'd show up anywhere, you'd do anything.
Anything.
And so to see now where you're at, it's because of that hard work. And I don't think you get enough credit for all of the time and sweat and tears that you put into what you're doing. And so when I see that, I invest in that. So we're gonna keep growing, girl. We're gonna keep looking good as long as you're styling us. Tell them where they can find you at and how they can connect with you.
All my social media handles are Styled by Yvonne. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and email me at styledbyyvonne@gmail.com. And my website is styledbyyvonne.com.
You better have a brand, okay? All right, well, until then, thank you. All right, Black Sugars, well, that concludes another episode of the Black Sugar Queen. And I am so excited about what is next. So you have to make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel. And go ahead and follow me on IG. You know you want to. Go ahead and click that button. Follow me a little bit, all right? Well, until then, keep being great, keep being a queen. And we're going to do this, baby. All right, I'll talk to you later.